this video is going to be a very short one, but it's just going to be, I'm going to do videos in between the missions to kind of keep you guys up on the story, because it's like there's going to be there's a story attached to the results of each mission, so that this feels more like a campaign and less like a tournament. So, Inquisitor Lord Vespa and Colonist Talia. Inquisitor Lord Vespa noticed the corn glyph on the red orc's head as his unit charged in before she banished him. And Talia witnessed this, and they both knew that there was something ominous in the air about this orc. So the Hand of Chaos she notices was giving the orcs speed. But she didn't really have time to focus on that. She also knows now that the presence of the Necrons is much, much stronger than she had previously thought. And with most of her strike force being decimated, the Inquisitor knew that she needed to find a new way to press her campaign while she regrouped and while she had time to have her scribers and to have the Sisters of Battle start doing their research, investigating this strange red orc. She knew that he would be returning soon, and in much greater numbers too. So her time was very short, and she needed to move very quickly. So this was the perfect excuse to try to weaken the Necrons' foothold on the planet. So this is where Captain Castijen and his guys, his flesh terrors, comes into play. With his strike force already being depleted from the previous campaign, Castijen and the Litany of Malice, his strike cruiser translated into the Hoth system. And with that, the Inquisitor Lord contacts him and lets him know that his strike force is needed on the surface, and his job is to go down and weaken the defense of the Necrons. And then the Inquisitor would take it from there, but Castijen would just not take her word. He wanted to know more, and the Inquisitor made sure that she didn't tell him much about, nothing about the Red Orc. That wasn't his business. And the business of chaos is something that he doesn't need to be concerned with anyway, and she didn't want anything getting in the way of her plans. So she maintained that he needed to keep his focus on the Necron threat, weaken their defenses, move in and take the objective, and return back to his battle cruiser. And of course, the captain was not happy with this, but the promise of saving his chapter was very appealing to him, and trying to avoid being excommunicated was even more appealing. But the captain would not let it go. And so the captain realized that if he wanted to avoid an inquisitorial investigation, he needed to follow the Inquisitor's orders. And it wasn't until Inquisitor Vespa came to the captain's battlecruiser and told him that she would be traveling with his strike force. This infuriated Captain Castijen, and his response was, "Nobody fights with my strike force. Nobody, not even the Inquisition." And of course, Talia tried to press her will, but Castijen wouldn't stand for it. So, this is where we currently are with the story. Deamon Killa has been banished back to the warp. He's gaining power very quickly, and he's regrouping. And this time around, he's going to come in greater numbers, and he's going to have more demonic orcs with him. So, as the story stands, the Inquisition currently lost that battle, and their strike force was damaged pretty bad. But the Inquisitor got some information that she needed. The Necrons are much stronger than she thought. So the Flesh Terrors this time are going to be coming down. So for mission 2, it's going to be a small 1,000-point Flesh Terrors force taking on the Necrons. And so that's going to be mission 2. And the Flesh Terror's job is going to be to go in and try and take a critical objective to create a stronghold on the planet, a base of operations, essentially. And so that's what the Flesh Terrors are going to do. So the Inquisition can start pushing its campaign planet side instead of pushing it from space. So that's where we are. In the meantime, I'm going to have a huge surprise. But that's something that I got to get painted up for mission 3. It's going to really shock you guys. It's going to add a serious twist to the story. So keep following. And mission 2 will be coming up in a few days. Thanks.